What's going on? Christopher Carosella, man. Old Dungeon Master Schizo here again, rambling from the brain. I can't control it. So, I want to talk to y'all about something that I do that I don't see nothing wrong with it, as long as you don't, get carried away with it, Don't be like, I have the power to do what I want. No. You're just doing it to add to the thrill of the story. I railroad my players. I really don't see nothing wrong. I'm not like 100 arrows shoot at you from the woods and they all hit. Shit happens. Roll new characters. That sucks, dude. No. Will I ambush them and have them taken? Maybe they fight but beaten to the brink of death and then they're thrown into a dungeon and they have to figure a way out. Yeah. Why not? Does it suck for them for a little while? Sure it does. Nobody wants to be in that predicament. They want to be out there kicking ass and collecting gold. But the reality of the thing is you just got your ass kicked and your gold taken and now you're in this dungeon. Figure a way out instead of cry about it. And that's what it does. They're like, all right, huddle up. Fuck him. Huddle up. The dungeon master, he's a pain in... Oh, don't let him hear us talk. And... it will get them together and it will get them, even if they're mad at you, man. At the end of it, when they come out, after they talked away from the keys from this guard and slit his throat when his back was looking and, made their way out. And finally, they see the daylight set upon them after they've been in this dungeon for weeks. They're going to feel awesome, They're going to be like, yeah! And then they can go do something. Now, I'm not saying you have to go do that. I'm just saying that's a scenario. Maybe they walk into another trap. Maybe they walk into a room and the door slams shut around them. They notice now that the room has these faces carved into the stone, and these faces all of a sudden start gushing out water. The room's only about 10 by 10. It's not going to be long before this water fills it. Now they need to figure a way out. If the rogue's like, wow, I was searching up. I don't know, dude, but you ain't got much time. You need to figure it out. You need to figure out a way out instead of figuring out why this is happening. Or figure out why this is happening to figure the way out. It puts them in a situation. Will it suck at the moment? Sure, but don't just put them in there and be like, you guys drowned. Yep, roll new character. Next time don't go in that room. That room drowns people. Sorry. No, have them find a way out, have the rogue who was bitching find a way out, the hand release, or they need to move one of the teeth on the mouths and it opens up the doors and the water gushes out. I don't know, be creative with it. Maybe something a little better than that, but you see my point. All right, back, head. I had to get myself together. I got to I gotta get it all together. So, say you got this planned out thing going on, right? You got this map in front of you. You got these dudes here. You got this trap here, and they just they're going different directions. They don't even know that they're there. You know what I'm saying? But they're just like, yeah, we're gonna go this way. Someone's telling us to go this way. All right, we're gonna cut back this way. Someone's telling us to cut back this way. That's cool, if they're walking past your stuff, add to the storyline with it, As you guys creep by, you guys hear laughter in the distance. You now know that you need to be quiet as you look. And you see about 100 yards away from you, a tiny flicker of a flame. You can barely make it out through the trees, but you know that there's somebody up there now. And you've avoided them coming this way. Or they see the trap, Now, on the flip side, they're doing that, but you don't have them see people, Maybe you have the monster, one of the creatures or whatever it is down there, has to go off and take a piss, or one of them's a scout and he's just out there. He's chilling up in the trees. He's watching them the whole time while they're watching them. He knows. As soon as they start moving, he's through the trees like a little monkey. So back at it. If you say that they missed this trap, this trap that you have on this piece of paper, or that you have in your brain. it doesn't actually have to like stay where it is. It's mobile because it's a world that you've created and that you've created all this. So everything is mobile. You're able to move it as you want as the story goes on, and that's what you should be doing with it. So if they're walking past them or walking past this, maybe this trap is in front of them now. You know? Now it doesn't have to trigger. It doesn't trigger and catch him by the foot and fling him 80 yards that way, because dude's like, hold on. Stop. Yeah. You see that? If you had stepped in that, you would have been flung 80 feet that way. About 80 feet that way. I just saved your life. And the dude's like, you didn't save my life. You took from me the gift of flight. And then the other guy smacks him because that sounds retarded. So, yeah, you don't have to catch him. Or if it does, you know, now he's upside down. Right? Now a dart flies out at you because these people knew you were here. Ambush, fight your way out of it. All right, now put them in the you can control. I mean, unless you're just like going off of every single dice roll, you know, and rolling damage and rolling, and you're not flexible about fudging anything. Then you probably can't do something like this, because there is a point where you're gonna kill your players, and it's just because of the dice rolls. So you got to be willing to fudge and be like, let your players look like heroes, you know. I like the storyline to continue. I like to have fun. I like to beat the shit out of them. But at the end of the day, I like to make them look awesome. And I like to see them with the gleam in their eye like, that was awesome. You know? That look a little wicked. So, it's okay to railroad him, man. Just don't railroad him and have like the assassin slit his throat. Unless he comes back as a ghost. That's another option. And then the party has to figure out how to revenge him by finding the assassin to release his soul. That would be, I don't know. Now I'm just really rambling. Railroad the shit out of him. If I'm railroaded as a player, I'm cool with it, man. I'm not going to sit there and bitch and be like, yo, come on, man, let's tighten up. We're adults here. Or we're all, let's put our heads together and figure out the situation, you know. It's no need. Obviously, the Dungeon Master has something going on. Let's have fun with it. Or not. Whatever happens, let's see what happens. Yeah, you kind of got to give your Dungeon Master the benefit of the doubt for players out there. Don't bitch about it. Don't cry about it, man. If you're put in that situation and you got your back against the wall and you don't know how to get out and you're like, man, you got to describe to me what else is going on, man. Tell me what I need give me some clues. Then the Dungeon Master's doing what he's supposed to be doing, because you're there and your adrenaline's pumping and your emotions are going. And that's what it's about, man. He's gotten to you. And that's what I love to do. I love to emotionally mess with my play. I love them when they get mad at me. I love them when they get happy at me, because I know that I've gotten to them. Inside the game the story that I'm telling, the story that they're telling with me has gotten to them. Now I'm really rambling. I'm out.